welcome back to Eink Unplugged. Today we have an unboxing of the Colorsoft Kindle. However, I did a rookie mistake. I forgot to press record. So right now there's no audio. I'm doing this post-production and we're just gonna have to roll with it and reenact what I missed. So here we go. Wow, that's so pretty. Kindle Colorsoft is so nice. Ooh, I want that. Yes, yes, yes. Ooh, I like the texture. Ooh, I like the way it looks. Another USB-C. Yay, nobody cares. I'm so amazed. Okay, here we go. It's also very flush. Very flush. Make this Kindle kid-friendly? No. Okay, so here we are. Introducing Kindle Experience. It's going to help you navigate. Quick access to settings. We know that. Home library and current reading. Scrolling left, right. New key scrolling experience. Okay. More menu. I can see how bright it is too. It can really get bright. We can also bring it down. And I wonder how the yellow filter looks like. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. That's deep. While the matcha only has just the brightness. That's it. As far as the color go, it has a different type of light than this one. And I'm not gonna lie, I like this whiteness more than this one. And maybe because there's some warmth to it. This is not a Kindle Matcha review. Now it does look pretty on the eyes when it comes to the color. It's very nice. If we scroll down, this is going to be the book recommendations that Kindle loves to do and try to attract you with these books so you can buy. Let me go ahead and go through this. You have the home page. If we click on library, it'll take you to your own books. And this is where you can download your book. Let's click Sex at Dawn. It's going to download that. We open it and it says reading on your Kindle. To turn a page, swipe anywhere or tap the sides of the screen. To change the settings or close your book, tap the top of screen to open the main toolbar. Okay, Sex at Dawn. So you guys can see how the reading experience look like. This is color text. Color text, color text. We have the notes. I wonder if they're gonna give you, and I don't know if you guys like that there's some spacing, and maybe we can change that. Let's go to toolbar and change that. Your main toolbar. Tap the top of the screen to show this toolbar. To continue reading, tap on the page to close it. This is what I like. The spacing was too much here for me, but we can get closer. We can also change the contrast of this picture here by clicking this button. It gets bolder, it gets less bold as we're going down and becomes thin. I like mine to be at 3. If we click more, page refresh, if we wanted to, we can change this on and off to highlight the menu. Page turn animation. I wonder what that one looks like. So we'll keep that on. And as we're flipping pages, it'll have that page animation going on. As you guys can see that this is too high up, and maybe I want to switch that up, and you can do that by clicking this. And so now you have more spacing here, so it can look visually appealing. So maybe I do want it in the middle just to make it more visually appealing to my eyes, or maybe not. We'll find out as I use this device. We can also click here and click this button, and this will allow you to go further out to chapter 2 if you wanted to, chapter 3, 7. We're looking for color, so because this book doesn't have color, we're going to move on and find something that does have the color in it, because this is why we got this device, is to see pictures, right? So let's go ahead and find one. A book that has pictures. Functional training of anatomy. Of course, you know that I'm a personal trainer. I love anything that deals with fitness. So right off the gate, you can really see red in this. And as we're moving to the side here, we can see the picture of the muscles. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of the pictures here. I'm not sure if this is giving it justice. So let's get out of here. Found one which is going to be Food and Nutrition with Precision Nutrition. So this is going to be the book that we're going to be looking at, and the color is a little dark, so maybe if we wanted to brighten up the color, we can see it a little bit more. I just want to share with y'all the look of that. And again, if I wanted to, if I wanted to darken it, medium, this is how it's going to look. And maybe if we don't want any color, it's going to look like that. Is there one that you prefer the most? It's a little bit too dark for me. So I'm going to go ahead and add some light to it. Or you know what? What if you wanted some filter? What if you wanted some filter on that thing? How would that look? It's hard to tell because I do have the lights here on the side, and it really takes away the yellow filter. But we'll get to that testing. Okay. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and remove that so that way you guys can check out the book. Let's check out some more colors. Wow, that looks pretty for sure. What do you guys think? Yay or nay? Let's see what else we have here. Right there. Yay or nay? At the bottom screen, here's another one. This one looks a little darker, these pictures. So maybe if we can brighten it up a bit. Not too bad. What do you think, guys? It's a little dark. I think in bigger pictures, that looks better. See? When it's bigger pictures, it just looks way better as far as contrast. And then you have this one right here. When I'm touching the screen, y'all, it feels like the signature. Like I forgot what it was, the 11th edition, the 12th, basically the previous model. It has this familiar texture, almost like they used the same screen and feeling of the last model. I don't have it with me just because I returned it. I couldn't get over the fact that Amazon kept on promoting their ebooks to my face over and over again. Check that out. It looks really good. And so what if we wanted to change the lettering here? Then we click the button, we click here, and we can also change the lettering system. So for instance, because this is a PDF file, I can't really change the letters. So let's go ahead and get out of here. We'll go to the functional anatomy and let's change the letters here. Let's go over here. We're going to click on this. And so now we have these options. We have the themes, we have font, layout, and more. So do you see how there's more? Just because this tablet recognizes that what I had previously was a PDF file. Right now it recognizes that this is an ebook. It can change the font, and it gives you more abilities to play around with the ebook. And so we have the standard version, which is going to look like that. The compact version, which is very compact. Now we can fit more into the screen. We can go to large. There's something gratifying to just reading the entire screen and moving on to the next. It's like you're progressing. So let's just say I like where I had it, which was the custom version, where now you don't have the extra paragraph here. We can change the font settings. We can go to Helvetica and it changes the font. It changes it entirely. Maybe you want Futura. You see, it changes it. See that? I don't think it changes this part, the title. So we get out of there. We also have bold again to make that title bold. And does it happen here too? Yep, it happens. It gets darker too. So let's go ahead and bring out the sizes. So this is the max size you have. Mobility exercises. Again, this is for people that are learning to read, or maybe you have an eye dysfunction. So let's go ahead and click that and bring it to the lowest one that we have. Very, very small letters. So let's just go to where it was 6. You also have the layouts, and we talked about that. And of course, maybe you want the orientation to be on the side. You can also read it this way and change it just like that. Hey, each their own, right? Each their own. I don't typically read my books that way. So let's go ahead and bring it back to where it was. Bada bing. You also have more. You also have reading progress, show clock while reading, book mentions, about this book. You have popular highlights, highlight menu, page turn animation, of course, and then word wise. What do you guys think about it so far? Oh, let's do the lighting test. We got to do the lighting test. Let's go ahead and turn off all the lights. That way you can see what it looks like in the dark. So this right here for the light test will show you how bright it is. If I were to use my Kindle, check out the lights on that. You can see a clear difference between one that has yellow filter and one that doesn't. And how I know that there's always a difference when it comes to the black and white, like even my Kobo has a different light as well. You see that? So it's like there's definitely a different light between these three. Let's go ahead and really bring ourselves back here. See that? Like these two are going to be different lightings. Okay, this is all high on bright light. So let's bring it here so you can see the clear difference between all three. And maybe just to add an extra layer of differences, let's throw in the books. I think this is going to be the most brightest one we have here. Everything else is not as bright, which is okay. Let's go ahead and check out the warmth. Wow. Of course, this one doesn't have it. I don't know what I'm doing here. And then, of course, we have books. Wow, major differences. Way brighter. This one really falls with this one. But the orange on this one is way better when it comes to reading at night. Way better. Of course, I wouldn't have it this bright, but you guys can see when I'm sleeping which one would be better. It'll be this one because we want to get as close as possible to nature. We don't want to be able to spike our hormones. We want to be able to produce the melatonin as we're sleeping. So I would have this a little bit on the lower lighting right there. So that tells you a difference between these three oranges, where this is the right fit for my eyesight and for most people basically when it comes to sleeping and reading at night. This is less, this is better, and then I would, if I were to rank them, I would want this. I would want to read on this at night, then this, and then this. But this is not a comparison of these. Okay, so what if we wanted less light? Boom, boom. All right, so let's just say I want to bring this in the middle. How would that look? Okay, not too shabby. And then let's bring it all the way down. And of course it's dark, can't really see much. But as far as the lights here, because usually there's going to be, there's like a little gap right here, so that way you can get the light in there. And you know, looking at the screen, I don't really see the lights bleeding. It's this, I mean, the screen is flush, and you can also see just a tiny bit of light right there. Beautiful. Wow, Kindle did such a good job on that. It's not bleeding as much, hardly anything. So I'm really, really happy that they were able to do something like this. Let's go ahead and put it on warm to see if we can see something. And nope. Again, it's very small amount of light. on the edges, very small. You can't even tell. So if we put it on dark mode, this is where we can actually see the lights a little bit more of what I'm talking about, the LED lights here. So if we get close, you can see the light that's on the edges. That's what we're looking at. See? That is light that you see there. That is light. You can tell right there. See? And you can really see it if we maybe bring it at high, way better. You can definitely see the small lights at the end of it. That's how you see where the light is coming from. So it doesn't shine at you, it's shining on the screen. And that's why these e-readers are better for your eyesight, because it doesn't shine into your face. It doesn't burn your eyeballs out. Let's go ahead and turn on the lights. That's how it's going to look like when it's dark. When there's light, maybe, and there is some leftover ink while you're scrolling. It's not too bad. It'll probably go away, but you can see it right there, how there's some ink left over from the previous page. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video and gave you a little insight in what it's like to have a Kindle Color, and maybe this is the right fit for you. I don't know. That's something you guys can see for yourself by watching all these reviews and making the best decision for you. All right, remember guys, not all e-ink tablets are alike, especially not all e-readers are alike. With that being said, I will see you guys on the next. Namaste.